I just want to give you guys just a second, because look around the room. You're here right now. And I think that speaks volumes for your commitment to your goals. And it's going to happen for you because you're willing to do what other people are not willing to do. So a round of applause for yourselves. And I want to thank you guys for staying. We're going to be the last presentation of the evening, so thank you, or the afternoon. It's always dark in here. You never know what time it is. But we're going to talk to you a little bit about the business-to-business services division, maWebcenters. Has everybody heard of WebCenters before? Okay, great. One of the things you might not know about WebCenters is we actually have an entire line of small business marketing products. Not just websites. We sell social media. We sell digital marketing. We sell SEO. We now have a new product, which we're actually going to launch today. Are you excited to hear about that? More BV, more retail profit. Before we get into that, there's a concept in this company called the university majors. You've heard of that, right? My very, very first conference here, Ryan and I were, we were like still in college, and we were sitting here and we're looking around the room and we thought we knew what the business was because we went to a UBP. How many people went to a UBP and you couldn't sleep at night and you went home? You know what I mean? And you go home and you're like, this business is so big. But then you go to an event like this and you realize you don't know anything. The business is like that big, right? And then some. So we saw the Web Center division and that spoke to us. So we decided, obviously we're going to buy our own products. Obviously, we're going to do the business, we're going to show the plan, we're going to build a customer base, but we were really attracted to this. So as you saw all of the other majors today, Nutrimetrics, Motives, TLS, maybe it was Conquer, maybe it was Debt Shredder, something may have spoken to you. And I just want to encourage everybody that even if you choose not to major in that thing, you should be aware of what it is and how it might be attractive for a potential business partner. I'm going to say that one more time. My senior business partner is Gary Rogers. He might not know very much about WebCenters. Actually, I know he doesn't. But because he knew that we had WebCenters, he was able to help me take my first step into the business. Do you understand that? So as a really great business partner and mentor, you don't need to be an expert in everything, but you really need to embrace everything that we have because it will make you a more powerful recruiter. You need to know what you have so you can be more powerful and match people up. So what we have here is very simply, it's a proven, duplicatable system. And I can prove that to you because, honestly, I have zero background in technology and web development or anything. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts with a focus in ballet. It's a system. And you know what? If you're dumb enough to follow the system, you might make a little money. Okay? What do? Together, we follow the system. We help small businesses like restaurants, like lawyers, like landscapers. That's a little tip right now. Guess what? All your contractors, your roofers, your landscapers, they all have tons of money right now, right, Jason?
Absolutely.
This is when they get their injection of cash flow. They're great candidates for website or digital marketing products. We help them to do this: increase revenue, decrease expenses, increase their own customer satisfaction, streamline business practices, increase engagement, and market their business. We help them with their marketing strategy. Now, notice I didn't explain to you about how, HTML or JavaScript works, right? It's sort of like when we sell OPC 3. How many people have sold that before? Okay, so when you sold OPC 3, did you say to the person, Jason, how did your DNA, or excuse me, I can say the real word, deoxyribonucleic acid respond to pycnogenol? Does anybody ever say like that?
Yeah, right?
No, I don't ask about the science. I just, I ask how are you what?
Right.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Right.
You talk in terms of benefits. Does that make sense? So your clients are not web designers. Your clients are not marketing experts. Your clients are not social media experts. They are experts in whatever business it is that they're running.
Absolutely.
And so you don't want to talk to them, and you don't have to talk to them in terms of technology. You can talk to them in terms of how you can help them, just like any other product we sell. All right, so really quickly, it's a proven system for success. This is what it looks like. Our trainings go into detail about it, but our job is the first one, that first circle. Our job is to identify candidates and qualify them. And then we sell them on an appointment to see the potential, if it could be a good fit. Doesn't that process sound familiar, Brandy? It sounds a lot like when we build the business, right? We identify candidates, we qualify them, see if we might be able to help, and then we sell them an appointment, which in the business is the plan.
Absolutely.
In WebCenters, it's a sales appointment.
Right.
So if you can follow that process in the business, you can follow that process here. You can duplicate that process in Nutrimetrics, in Motives, in TLS, and in WebCenters. That's the good news. It's literally all the same thing, if you could just keep it that simple. From there, our teams of professionals actually do all the hard stuff. They literally sell the website for you. You get all the credit, like in the form of money and BV, and they handle the design and they handle the follow-up. And your client walks away with a really great website. In addition, we have other, it's a comprehensive solution, so it's not like we're just selling them a website. They get solutions for e-commerce. They get a solution to be found on Google. How many people are not from Greensboro? Okay, so when you were looking for food delivery this weekend, did you guys go into your hotel room and open up the drawer and grab the telephone book? Is that even what it's called? No, it's a phone book, right? No. What did you do? You Googled it. You checked out online reviews, didn't you? So small businesses need to be present there, right? They need to be able to play in that market or they won't survive. And that's kind of where we come in. If we can talk to them and qualify them, we can help solve some challenges for them. We also have services for merchant services with iTransact, and we also have other ways to help drive business to small business. Isn't small business great?
Absolutely.
I mean, how many people love the Shop Local program, right? Well, we can drive business to small business in a number of ways by getting them to be partner stores on shop.com or partnered as a Shop Local partner, or even just helping them to become a preferred customer because, hey, they probably have a little bit of spending.
Right.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So,
absolutely. You know, it is really more than just a website. We do talk about business spending. Let's think of this. How much money do we spend as a household versus how much could a business spend? You know, even talking about Sue Pasquale mentioned earlier that unfortunately she had a flood in her basement and she's got a contractor she has to deal with all weekend or week to help her make those repairs. Such an easy way to have a conversation on saving money by using shop.com and then introducing to other services, because one of our other expenses is marketing and advertising, right? Wouldn't you agree that a small business, the majority of their business expenses in advertising, marketing, website solutions, communications, and things like that. So
that's right.
It's more than just the website, it's digital marketing products and services. But for you as an unfranchised owner, it can be very, very profitable. Raise your hand if you would agree that $500 on average or $1,000 would be a decent retail profit, right? But again, we want to keep the main thing the main thing. You know, Market America's mission is to provide a system for entrepreneurs to create ongoing income. And while the instant retail profit is great, right? $500,000, $1,500, a good injection into your bank account. It's about the ongoing recurring revenue, which is through BV and even recurring retail profits. How would you like to have a customer on auto ship that continues to provide 30, 40, 70, 80, 100 BV every single month, whether you get at it better or not, right? So it's that ongoing income and profitability that really helps you achieve your long-term goals. Again, the average retail profit is between $500 to $1,000. BV and IBV from all your customer sales is more like that auto ship. But again, we can then add on more products and services, because how many of you have a shop.com?
Everybody has shop.com, yeah?
Right? So business owners are wanting to spend money or have to spend money, but they want to save money as well. So you can introduce them to your shop.com as a great way to help them save money. Think of a contractor that might spend $100,000 a year in supplies, right? It's a great add-on service. So each website generates upwards of 230 BV initially, and then has ongoing retail profit, but then BV of 5, 30, or 35 BV, and of course all of our additional digital marketing products add on more BV with our Facebook ad programs, Google ad programs, SEO services, and things like that. So it can be very profitable for you as an unfranchised owner. And of course, we have our brand new shop business page. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about this. So guys, what is the average money that the average income can redirect to shop.com in a year? $18,750, probably more. Do you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
So the average business owner has that as well because they're people, but they also have additional overhead. They have additional spending that they do because they run a traditional business. So one of my contractors, a roofer, he spends over $100,000 a year on supplies to roof other people's houses. That's more money that could be flowing through our shop.com website. So we worked together, Jason and I, to add a landing page on shop.com that helped to just sort of highlight all of the different products and services that we offer outside of just WebCenters from a shopping annuity standpoint as well. So when you look at this, you can see the top partner stores that are relevant for a small business, right? Most people are going to get stuff printed. They might be going to Staples, right? Or they might be going to Office Max. How many people booked their travel through a travel agent? Anybody? No, you probably went through an online travel booking site. A lot of businesses book their travel online as well, and so obviously we're just kind of aggregating all of the things that would be interesting for them. So let's talk about the new product. You guys excited to hear about this new product?
I'm really excited, yes. Yeah.
Before we do that, I just want to know if I'm the only person in the room that gets like a little irritated when your phone rings. Raise your hand, don't lie. I'm like, why is my phone ringing? Like, why did this person not text me? Right? Or I just sit there, or you're on your phone and it's ringing, and then you're just kind of like, oh, I gotta sit here, I gotta stop my email, because I have to wait for it to stop ringing because you can't ignore it, because they'll know you ignored it.
Right,
so you have to just sit there and watch it. You know what I'm talking about. How many people have done that?
Yeah.
Everybody, don't lie, you know y'all did it. So, or the phone finishes ringing, and then you text the person immediately, and you like make something up, like, oh, I'm so busy, but what do you need? Because like you want to know what they want, but you don't want to talk, right? People prefer text. Do you guys agree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You want to roll the video?
Yeah, we've got a great video, so let's learn about it.
In business, communication matters. The faster, the easier, the better. For your customers, for you, period. Text is the proven answer here. It's what people prefer. Hey, your customers are people. It's what they prefer. So let them text your business. Your customers can text your business landline or toll-free number. Whether you're a service-based business, an organization, or sell products, studies show text will help you run more efficiently. How? By saving your customers time. No more press 1 for this or 7 for that. Text will streamline your business, maximizing your time, your team's time, and potentially your profits. We ran the numbers. It checks out. From there, smile. You've done it. You've made your customers' lives easier and your business more agile with the power of text. Man, you're smart.
What do you guys think? We live and breathe by these devices now, right? We do. We do. So the email open rate is about 20%. The text message open rate is about 98%. So imagine that, when a business can actually send out mass promotional texts. You probably are on some text lists from some restaurants or things like that for their daily specials. But also, this will automatically respond if you plug in certain keywords. So a restaurant could say, someone can text their landline that says, what are your daily specials? And it will automatically spit back what their daily specials are for that day. So talk about how that can streamline and help businesses there, right? They can do mass promotional text. They can engage one-on-one. So it's a very, very robust platform. And it's also a great idea for business owners. How many business owners are texting their groups about maybe home business presentations, unfranchised presentations? You can actually utilize this to grow your business and work with your team as well. So don't think this is just for business owners, but it could also be for unfranchised owners to help improve communication. So the pricing, we've got a setup fee is $49, 25 BV, and you as an unfranchised owner and a web center owner will get $24 in retail profit for that initial setup fee. The business owner will then select a package based on how many text messages they want to send in that month. But there are no overage charges, which is great. So if they hit their limit, they'll get some notifications. You know, you're 50% to your max, you're 75%. And then if they do hit that threshold, it'll stop the service, and they have the ability to upgrade to the next package, or they can just wait till the next billing cycle. So they don't want to have those overage charges. But the nice thing is it gives them the flexibility to grow their business as the program expands. And then, of course, to build those campaigns, those keyword messages that we talked about, they could work with our tech support to actually create those various campaigns on a monthly basis. So we have a fully customizable campaign management program as well, if they want to work with our support. They do have 24/7 tech support in 4 languages if they want to call in, but the campaign management would be if they want to work with a project manager to actually go through how to create these campaigns. So what do you guys think of that product, right?
Guys, I just want to say one more quick thing about that. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of big business out there that they do this, right? You get the email campaigns. I mean, I get them from like Express. Oh, we're having this. It's like the same sale. They just call it something different almost every other day, right? You get that mass text. But what they don't have is the one-to-one part. They don't have the ability to actually chat with somebody, and the fact that people prefer to chat over text is really powerful. So if you are running a pizza shop and somebody responds and they get their hours and they respond to that text and they ask a more customized question, the ability for the owner to just, you know, tap out an answer, it's really powerful and incredibly affordable. Something like this would cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per month for a big business to own. And these prices are very, very within range for any budget, honestly.
Very reasonable. Very reasonable.
Yeah. So. Okay, so I'm going to turn this part over to Jason because I know that you guys have seen. Jason has done an incredible, you really have. You've done an incredible job over the last couple of months, really stepping up in the Web Center role. And he has been doing free monthly training, free monthly Web Center overviews, so that if you don't know how to share the Web Center program with somebody on your team or a prospect, you can send them to Jason, and they can attend your webinar, and Jason will sell that. It's basically a Web Center UBP, you guys, and you don't even have to pay for it. So I want him to talk a little bit to all of the wonderful things that he's been doing in the field, because it's made a tremendous impact. And I know for me, like when I got started, I would have done anything for that level of support. I really would have. And it takes all the guesswork out of it. And I want to let you know, as a senior business partner, that maybe you don't major in Web Centers, knowing that what Jason is doing is actually really helpful, because now you can recruit with Web Centers knowing that they will get the support that they need. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So it really is all about leverage. So you got the tools and the resources. Our site that you can get all the information on is www.mawc411.com. Anything that you want to learn about Web Centers, Web Division is on this site. That's usually what I get a lot of questions that come in from the field, and it's, you know, I don't know where to go. Where do I get the information? How much do the products cost? What about training? It is all here on this site, so that's the most important thing that you can turn to. But as Sarah was saying, that we actually have free overviews, because you might run into someone. Maybe you are talking to your contractor or your landscaper, or maybe you're focusing on Nutrimetrics and you're talking to the office manager and marketing comes up and you don't know really what the next step is. So on the first Tuesday of every month, we offer a free Web Center Pro overview, which is geared towards industry professionals, web designers, graphic designers, IT solutions providers, people that already have a clientele. And it runs very similar to the HP1 program in Nutrimetrics. So it's a way to give them a soft entrance into our world of Market America and the unfranchised business. So we do that on the first Tuesday of every month, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we have the Web Center program over, which is just for all Web Center owners. And it really is just an entrance into the idea of having this as an additional division that you can learn about. Now, beyond that, we have more training. Our official training is the WCT 101, Succeeding with Web Centers. Just kind of gives you the idea of how to refer business to our sales professionals and earn that $500 to $1,000 in profit, and really how to get the program going. We then have advanced sales through our Web Center 201, and we're realizing that we have our trainers mostly are on the West Coast and on the East Coast, and in the middle of the country, we have a lot of people that are interested in being trained, so you're going to see more trainers traveling to your area. That's right. Local coordinators, please reach out to us, and we'll make sure that we get some trainers out to your area. But also stay tuned, we're going to do some meet-on sessions as well. Okay, now, what do you do when you first register or get your free Web Center special, what's the first thing you can do? You go to the launch page, and we've got all our top resources right here. So we've made sure that it was streamlined, simplified, and easy to get all of the information right here on this site. Now, we're launching our sales contest, and alongside that sales contest, it's more than that. It's actually 10 weeks of training. 10 weeks of training from not knowing anything about digital marketing, not knowing anything about Web Centers, not knowing anything about this entire division, all the way to someone who might be a veteran, and it's going to teach you what you need to do to be successful in this division, and then we've got some prize money as well. So our top website sales will earn $1,000, which is great. And then for our digital marketing products, our top Web Center owner there will earn $500. And we've got all sorts of other great prizes and ticket specials and things like that. So that's going to launch on August 27th through October 26th. And you can register for that right on www.mawc411.com.
Guys, I just want to reiterate that it is a contest, but it's basically a 90-day fast track for Web Centers. So
Sure.
Jason has put together a really great 90-day or weekly training over the course of 90 days where they're going to take you from point A to point B to point C. And so if you're new to Web Centers, if you don't own a Web Center yet and you're getting one or you're taking advantage of the event special, this is the perfect time.
Correct.
Because you can literally plug into something remotely and be trained for what? It's $10 to register for 90 days worth of training.
Absolutely.
So it's a really great opportunity. I highly encourage you, if you do have any new Web Center owners in your organization, or you've had one for a while and maybe you haven't done anything with it, you definitely want to jump on the contest with Jason.
Absolutely. We figure it's a great time because a lot of people are taking advantage of the free Web Center special, and here are the codes.
Yeah, so the codes are on the screen right now. I want to be really clear. In the past, we've let this special go on for weeks, like almost a month. The codes are being turned off on Friday, the 17th. So if you want to get a free Web Center setup, it's normally $350 and 300 BV, and we are actually waiving the setup fee through Friday. So you want to log into Unfranchise, go to ordering, and you can just order the code. So if you're in the United States, you just put in product code WCSP, and it will waive your setup fee so that you can get started and not have to pay that start. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Awesome. And so if you have anybody in your organization that wants to take advantage of this as well, you can share the codes with them.
Absolutely.
All right. So we are coming in for a landing. It's been a great weekend. Would you guys agree? I just want to say that the company has done an incredible job. Every single speaker that was presenting, there's a lot of work that goes into making this opportunity possible for us, isn't it? I mean, every single division that came out, did you guys see it? Conquer, they have a brand new app for life. Did you guys see that, by the way? That lifestyle marketing? How sick is that? Nutrimetrics and Motives with all their systems and TLS, and the shopping annuity is easier to build today than it's ever been before. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's a lot of stuff that you learned this weekend, isn't there? The key right now is honestly, you have to go home and you have to figure out how it fits into 3 things that we do. What are those 3 things? We use and sell the products. What is it?
Use and sell the products.
The second thing that we do is we share the business. What is the second thing we do?
Share the business.
And the third thing that we do is we promote education. What is the third thing we do?
Promote education.
Okay, great. So everything that you learned this weekend, I want you to think about, how is that thing going to help me to achieve one of those 3 things? Do you understand that? Now, is it going to be easy or convenient? Of course not. Success is not convenient. If it were, everybody would be successful. Isn't that true? Yep. Correct. So then, I ask you to do one more thing. You need to think really, really hard about why you're here and why you're going to be inconvenienced and uncomfortable to try something new and step out of your comfort zone to put it to work. Otherwise, you're motivated, you're excited, you're inspired, which is awesome, but you won't really get where you want to go. So for me, I have my why on the screen. It's my kids. I want my kids to have every opportunity that I never had, and every opportunity for my peoples and all of their organization. I want to see other people's dreams come true too. So you need to understand what it is that drives you so that you will be motivated to be inconvenienced, to do the uncomfortable things, to grow and apply everything you learned this weekend to do one of those 3 things, which again were use and sell the products, share the business, promote education. So with that being said, you need to be in Miami in February. You need to be there, and you need to be there with as many people as you can get there. It will save you time. It will help them to understand the big picture, because like I said in the first 3 minutes of today, you left the UBP thinking the business was this big. It's not. It's this big. And if you want your people to understand that as well, you need to get them to Miami. Can I count on you for that?
Yes.
Thank you. I hope everybody travels safely home. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you in Miami.
Right.